I want to talk about the cost nobody puts in the awakening content. Not the cost of the work itself, not the difficulty of shadow integration or nervous system regulation, or the long, uncomfortable process of learning to choose yourself after years of choosing everyone else first. The social cost, the specific, measurable, often shocking cost of becoming more conscious in a world that is still largely organized around shared unconsciousness. I called it the awakening tax, and I want to describe it precisely today because if you are in the middle of paying it right now, without a name for it, without a framework for understanding what is actually happening, it can feel indistinguishable from failure. Here is what the awakening tax looks like in practice. The group chat goes quiet, not dramatically, not with a confrontation or an explanation, just a gradual, undeniable reduction in frequency until one day you realize you haven't been included in something that would have automatically included the previous version of you. The invitations slow down. The friendships that once felt essential start feeling like conversations you have to prepare for rather than recover in. The people you grow up with, worked alongside, shared entire chapters of your life with, start relating to you with a subtle but unmistakable guardedness that wasn't there before. And the most disorienting part is that you didn't do anything wrong. You didn't become cruel or cold or dismissive. You just became honest, regulated, boundaried, intentional about your energy and your time and your interior. You just started choosing yourself with the same consistency that you previously reserved exclusively for choosing others. And that single shift in internal priority disrupted an entire ecosystem that was built around the previous version of you. This is the architecture of what's actually happening beneath the social withdrawal. Most human social systems in 2026 are not built on genuine connection. They are built on shared patterns, shared complaints, shared limitations, shared ceilings. The unspoken agreement at the foundation of most social ecosystems is I will not grow past you if you do not grow past me. I will not heal past the level where we can still relate. I will not become so regulated that your dysregulation becomes visible by contrast. It is not a malicious agreement. Most people who hold it don't even know they hold it. It operates beneath the level of conscious choice. In the nervous system, in the biological need for belonging, in the ancient human terror of being excluded from the tribe. But when you break that agreement, when you choose growth over the shared ceiling, the ecosystem experiences it as a disruption to its structural integrity, not because you did something wrong, but because your evolution made the unspoken agreement visible, and visible agreements are deeply uncomfortable agreements. I see this pattern with absolute clarity in the data of this channel. 186 subscribers on YouTube, 82,000 total views, 139 followers on TikTok. Rumble just beginning, 25 people who found a free reset, one who walked the complete path. The gap between tens of thousands of views and the 25 people who moved is not a content problem. It is the awakening tax operating in real time. Most people watching feel the recognition, the deep cellular, this is exactly my life recognition. And then their social nervous system files the next step under the same category as everything else the awakening has already caused them. More loss, more isolation, more tax on an account that already feels overdrawn. But here is what I know that the tax collector doesn't tell you. The awakening tax is not a punishment, it is a filter. And filters, by definition, are not removing what belongs. They are revealing what doesn't. Every relationship that withdraws when you become more sovereign was a relationship built on the version of you that required your own suppression to maintain. Every social ecosystem that contracts around your growth was an ecosystem that depended on your limitation as a structural component. Every friendship that couldn't survive your healing was a friendship with the wound, not with you. The silence after the text is not emptiness. It is available space, and available space, genuine, uncontracted, sovereign space, is the precondition for the only kind of connection that actually feeds rather than drains you. The tribe on the other side of the awakening text is no longer than the one you left. It is more real. One person who relates to your actually frequency, unedited, uncontracted, fully present, is a different biological experience than 100 relationships built on the managed, reduced, socially acceptable version of yourself. The mirror practice was built for exactly this crossing, not to make the text smaller, not to help you avoid the cost, to give your nervous system enough internal stability that you can Pay the tax without collapsing back into the familiar suppression just to make the social pain stop. 25 people are already on the other side of the first payment. One has crossed completely. The reset is free. One breath of a nervous system that remembers the silence is not the end of belonging. It is the beginning of the real kind. The full mirror practice is €19. It is the complete architecture for the crossing. You aren't losing your people, you are losing your performance, and the people who were only ever there for the performance were never really your people. Drop tax in the comments if you are in the middle of paying it right now. I am Tudor. I paid the full amount. I'll see you on the other side.